Hello, preschool leaders. My name is Laura Brassagini, and I am going to volunteer to put together the curriculum for the next few months for preschool. So here's what we're going to be doing the first week. Our theme is, who should I follow? I should follow Jesus. And we're going to start by playing a game of follow the leader. So you can either stand up in the front and do actions and have them follow you, or you can make an obstacle course around the room with just chairs and tables and whatever, and have them follow you through the obstacle course, but that's our warm-up activity. And then our Bible story talks about how Paul followed Jesus. And it doesn't go into his whole conversion part, but it just talks about how he followed Jesus. And then it gives really specific steps on how preschoolers can follow Jesus. So one thing they can do is they can think about Jesus. So during the day, at lunch, when you're thankful for your food, thank Jesus. When someone shows love for you, thank Jesus for that person in your life. Think about him all day long. Then out of the book of Philippians, Paul teaches us to have joy. So instead of complaining or arguing, we should have joy. That's following Jesus. We can also forgive others, and that's out of the book of Philemon. Wow, this is a hard one at any age, is to learn to forgive others. And last, out of Ephesians, we are going to learn to obey. So you can talk about obeying your parents and how that's following Jesus when you do that. Now our craft, I think, is super cute. So we're gonna have these little shoes that say follow Jesus. And they're already cut out for you. The holes will be punched and you'll have the strings already cut. I love to let kids make their own craft no matter what it turns out like. So if your kids are old enough, I would tape a piece of the string on the back of the shoe and then actually let them string it through the holes however they want. Doesn't really matter how it turns out, and then tape it back on. Or if they're too little and you want to do it for them, you can always just tie their shoestrings on for them like this. But this is our craft. And then they're going to use the craft in the last game, which is called Are You Following Jesus? So you're going to have a happy face and a sad face, and you'll tape a happy face on one wall and a sad face on the other wall. And then you're going to give some scenarios. And if that scenario has kids following Jesus, they're going to take their little shoes and they're going to walk over to the happy face. But if they're not following Jesus, they're going to take their little shoes and walk over to the sad face. So that's your story. Then our verse for this month is John 14:6. Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14:6. And when you're teaching this, be sure you teach them why this is the sign for Jesus, because Jesus gave his perfect blood on the cross to take the punishment for our sins. Because I even found with older kids, they didn't know why we did this for Jesus. They had no idea. So be sure and explain that to your little preschoolers. All right, I hope this helps you. And I'm convicted this week to have joy, think about Jesus, forgive others, and obey. I hope you're convicted too. See you on Sunday. Thanks. Bye-bye.